Even the area leadership here must be pointed.
Well, other than the Chuki, which this is a very big institution. But
we were at the reception, actually.
Yes, you have just left her.
Mzuri kabisa.
a member of the board. Unasema hizo tu. Haya, na huyu mama. Where Mama is going to go to the classrooms. If you can't, do the homework. It's as simple as that. What about But the student.
Yes, sir.
These are very cheap. Please, they are very cheap. Murang'a is not a small country.
Yeah, we are thinking about this.
You know, Murang'a is the economic capital of the country.
We used to get government money.
You have to put, if money is a big problem, then you can put two, so that at least the children. I don't listen. Don't tell me stories. Hapa imetosha. So hapa not from the 150. Basi kitanda what was that? Now what did you do?
Which means there will be more dormitories. Because if
where is the principal?
yes, sir.
Kama mimi inakuwa so inaweza kini kwa sababu ya kanisa. So it's correct. Na hapa na ufunge hii. Mimi nafanya kila kitu. Kuosha choo, kuosha floor, kama confirm. Si ndio hiyo? Sasa tuende kwa
Not all students will return at the same time, even if they are in the same year. Not all first years will return at the same time and finish same time. So this is the ramification. Suppose you are a first year or a second year or a third year. I want to take an example of a second year students. If you are a second year student in the University of Nairobi and you are slated to begin your semester in October and end your schooling in May, it is not going to be possible for all of you to do it at the same time, because these second years will be staggered for return. Meaning, if you are 2,000 students under the enhanced protocols of social physical distancing, only a half can return. So this 1,000 will return and give way after a semester to the other lot of 1,000 who will cover the same curricula. Then those who had been excused will return, and then they will finish their year and let the others to come. And this is how universities operate, and we know it. Colleges and universities operate in this form. So physical social distancing will only affect our tertiary institution by the fact that they will return staggered. Not all will return.
So I'm very optimistic, and I can promise my people in this sub-county that soonest possible, even if we are not going to open September, there around latest January, we shall have our youth who are just out here taking illicit bills and abusing drugs will soonest get a place they can call their college or their institute, whereby they are going to be taught to acquire the knowledge and the skill that they need. We already have a tutor, one tutor, and we have a principal. So I think immediately we are able to work on the issue of electricity, water, the ministry to give us more of the tools and equipment plus the furnitures. I think we shall be ready to go.
Depends on if it requires that we change the management, we shall change the management. It is not the students' fault. But would you want us to bring them to the institution so that they die? So if we find that we have a manager who is totally incompetent, unlike this one who is excellent, she looks sickly, but she's excellent. I was even worried that I may be... And then also the board of management, the chair of the board here with me, the board of management is supposed to superintend over the management. Do you understand? And since we are working, myself, Dr. Bilo Kipsang, we have Zack Kinuthia here, I have also another lady who works with us at the top of the ministry, and quite a number of officers. You have seen Madam Lesuda, who is the regional person. If we tell you what you must do and you don't do, then you shall not open. I can't tell you to read my lips because I'm wearing a mask, but you can take it to the bank. If we understand the behavior of the virus tomorrow, we can open schools still in September or around that time. Do you get the point?
Very.
And all we said is that as long as these numbers are getting bigger, it is not wise to open schools. I'm glad that I've ended my tour of Muranga today with this institution, which is a teacher training institution. It is so far the best institution that I have been able to visit. I've seen quite a number countrywide. If COVID was not there, I would have had no issues at all. The kitchen is as clean as one would expect. A little maintenance issues. We have told the principal to ensure when a tile breaks, you change it. The classrooms are all right. She is yet to actually measure and comply with the social distancing requirement of 1.5 meters. We have gone around to other areas which are relevant, like the dining hall, which is very good, but we have seen that there are less water points outside and there are no sanitizers. And I think the greatest downside is that there are no automatic sanitizers anywhere. And for a beautiful institution like this, they must comply. Outside the toilets, outside on the entry to the dining hall, the entry to the classrooms, the entry to any area where students are going to be. For example, if you are coming from a toilet, even though you have washed your hands there, you should, on coming out, you should find sanitizer outside, so you should sanitize. And I think the principal has taken all that. The nearest that I can say has complied is Strathmore University, their campus at Strathmore. And we have allowed them to arrange to get their examination class in, but we shall be with them during that examination. Do you get the point? Now, as far as the other tertiary institutions are concerned, I think the nearest in terms of compliance is Kibabii, but again, Kibabii also had the same issues of not the university, the TTC there. Issue of sanitizers and the water points and the distancing within the classrooms. Because you don't tell me, you have to mark so that everybody knows this is for somebody, this is where the chair is, and so on. So I'm hoping that within within a week or so, we shall be able to give more. I'll be moving towards Kericho and Asumbi later in the week. And my other colleagues will go elsewhere. So I think in order to be fair, give us about 3 weeks and we shall tell you we think these people are ready and can risk to open. His Excellency President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta took the children back to school. In fact, one of the most difficult tasks I had was to go and get all the children, even those who got pregnant several years and are at home, and we took them up to school. They were learning, even though they were very close together. Do you get the point? So it means you don't understand what COVID is, because if we could have achieved social distancing, we would have opened schools. But we can't achieve social distancing. That's why we are delaying for the disease to stabilize among us, so that it's not as lethal. And so it is not about infrastructure. The president said in his wisdom, it is better to learn under a tree than staying at home. We had not reached there yet. And so all these other things we are discussing, those that do not comply, we are not going to gamble with the health of our children. If we tell you what you must do and you don't do, then you shall not open. I can't tell you to read my lips because I'm wearing a mask, but you can take it to the bank. And I think there's no reason why, if you look at jerry cans for 20, a 20-liter jerry can is how much?
Is to buy.
Yes,
100 shillings.
it's 100 shillings. And bar soap, if you are poor, buy panga soap. Who has told you panga soap is not good for cleaning for COVID? Or kiboko, or whichever one. As long as, do you get the point? As long as it gives you the
food.
yeah. And then the sanitizer you must buy, because there's quite a number that is being manufactured by KPC and Kemri. And the prices are not bad because you will buy them in large quantities. And then all we are telling you is that you must get automatic sanitizer, so that because they are children, wakiweka hapo inakojua. You don't have to touch.
Non-contact.
Yeah, non-contact. So anybody who does not do that, my brother, will wait until they do it. Would you like a dead child who has tried to sit an exam? Or a live one who is making noise in the house but is alive? Which one do you want? As you look at me, do I look to you as a minister for public students? The president of the republic of this country is the president for all Kenyan children. And in his wisdom, if he appointed me to be minister for education in the territory of the Republic of Kenya, you know the answer to that question. Everybody is answerable, even though the president loves more the poor children, but all Kenyan children are the same, isn't it?
Yes.
So whether they is in private or in public, they are the same. The same rules apply.